Welcome to R3 Spinner of Shadows Solo. I thought this would be a fun challenge to try to solo this one. Usually we just like do it on R2 to knock it out, because it's kind of a pain in the butt on Reaper mode, but I was actually doing this last night with the crew, and we were gonna live stream it, but for whatever reason I just wasn't, I was just still tired, just woke up, and I guess it just wasn't feeling it, and then like an hour into things last night, a transformer blew up in front of my house, and I lost power and internet, so I think it's a good thing I didn't fire up the live stream anyways. So since I missed out on completion with the crew last night of this one, I thought I'd do a video of me soloing it, just for fun. I don't know if I've tried to solo this one on Reaper mode. So been live streaming every day on Twitch. I've been on there about 2 weeks now, and yeah, every single day so far. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been, Voodu's racial lives are gonna largely be live streamed on Twitch. The day-to-day stuff. That stuff that's between the videos, and that's what the live streams are largely going to be about. I post videos, 2 or 3 a week, but there's a lot of time in between, a lot of quests in between, and that's what the live streams are going to capture, those spaces in between the videos. Can always D-door out and grab that shrine if things get too hot. But if you enjoy watching the vids and you want to see more, check out the Twitch videos. Like I said, we're live streaming every day over there, and then it saves the live streams for 2 weeks. So there's a bunch more videos over there, but they won't keep forever. Not like YouTube. Why does she get mass PK, but we don't? We're gonna talk to the demon and get his little essences or whatever they are. Load them up into our throwing weapon slot. And that'll be a big help against the spinner. So I'm on my second dwarf life. This is my first set of racials. Got a long way to go on Voodu. girl. I'm gonna fight her in the flame. That'll give her some debuffs. I'm gonna throw an essence at her. That'll make her cower. If she gets too much of that debuff on her, and then she'll start freaking out all over the place. But get a little bit on her. It'll make her cower. Like that. And you can see how many stacks she has. You see it says 6 right now. Lately on the live streams, it's been me and Nimbind and a lot of Ina and Syax and Dead World as well. So she's got too much of that stack on her. She's freaking out, but she was almost dead. So, okay, so now I'm gonna load up the crystals in my hotbar just so that I can see how many I have. And we can just light as we go. I've heard people say, you know, to wait till the end. You know, it'll cause more spawns if you light as you go. But I'm as sure as I can be that that's not the case. That lighting them as you go doesn't seem to have any tangible difference, noticeable difference as far as I've seen. And believe me, if it affected the number of spawns, I would absolutely wait till the end to light. But if you want to keep the spawns down, keep your party from splitting up. You know, if you got people on both spots, or I guess keep the dungeon alert down is a better way to say it. You know, keep your party together. Don't split up and go to different sides and start aggroing every mob on the map. That can make things a little problematic. And then, you know, somebody aggroes a bunch of mobs from one side, they start to get overwhelmed, and then what do? They run them across to, you know, the other side where everybody else is, and then you get overwhelmed. The party gets overwhelmed, and it starts turning into a mess. So she's gonna spawn over here next. Looks like I'm healing myself for 120 with the heal scroll. 136 on R3. That's not bad. Now that's with the wand and scroll mastery, so I'm getting an extra 75% out of that. What's my heal amp at this level range? 97, not bad. We've got 9 crystals. So she spawns, I heard her spawn, there she is, somewhere on this side, kind of randomly. She'll run around until you find her. Symbol of Persuasion. Got them both. Nice. I don't even have very good DC. 32. That's very mediocre for this level range. But I'm a Constitution build, so I'm not a DC build. But I still will use Symbol of Persuasion in Heroics because even with, you know, a mediocre DC, it's an AoE. It's going to hit some mobs, so it's definitely worth using. Okay, that's the second beatdown complete. And now we're gonna just hang out here and fight the waves of spiders. Now you can forego that. You know, the spiders will kill the flame. Which just means like you can't get any more essences from them. I think, you know, you can't fight her in it, of course, which is helpful. I think he gives you some healing too. You can see I get a little 29 heal from him. But you're not gonna fail the quest if he dies. Toss up another Symbol of Persuasion. Got one Hezru. There's another symbol. Got a couple. You know, that's 2 mobs that won't be attacking me and 2 mobs that will draw aggro of other mobs. Instead of, you know, me taking the hits, they'll take the hits. Charming is so awesome in Reaper mode. Okay, so now we're at the final wave. And she's gonna spawn over on that side somewhere, so I'm just gonna go over to this side and collect spiders over here, avoiding aggroing the spinner for as long as possible. I can just run by the flame eaters. They'll aggro on me, they'll slowly follow me, and I can just blow them up in one pile. Here's where my Reaper points are these days. I'm 36. A lot less than Ginger Spice, but you know, we'll work up. I should end up with probably around 75 when I finish my racials. And there's going to be 36 racials by then, because we're going to have Tiefling. Hopefully you've heard by now, but if not, we are slated to have another expansion next year, 2019, which is going to be Sharn. If you don't know Eberron lore, if you're not a pen and paper person, Sharn is a very big city, perhaps the biggest in all of the land. And it's across the sea from Stormreach. I played pen and paper, but I didn't ever play Eberron, so I just know what I've, you know, read online about Sharn. Supposed to be like just a huge multi-layered city. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this expansion more than any expansion since Menace of the Underdark. And even Menace of the Underdark, like, I wasn't even that excited about until they came out with this pack and we got that little teaser movie. Once I saw that teaser movie with Loth, I was like super excited. I thought that was really cool. So if she starts getting annoying, you can just throw a couple of those things at her. She starts cowering. So let's see, I think I have to light 3 more torches, or 6 more torches. That's 4 each, so 6 times 4. I'm going to need 24 of those crystals. And I've got 16 now. We'll throw some more of these things at the spinner. I hit shining through, but it didn't seem to register. Oh, she got me with webline trip before I could get my displacement on. Carnage Reaper. Yeah, I don't think that was gonna charm him, but what the hell, didn't hurt to try. So you can see I don't even need to go to the other side. I'm going to get plenty of crystals just by sticking to this one side. And if you had a bigger crew with you, they were self-sufficient, there's no problem with sending some people to the other side to try and make things a little bit faster. But if you're dealing with a shorter crew and you're not as self-sufficient, definitely stay together and definitely stick to one side only. You're going to get all the mobs, the little spider spawns that you need on either side in this final phase. And these little 3 spiders will be all that I need. Now, if you run out of those essences that you throw at the spinner, and the silver flame hasn't died, you should be able to go back and get more. Going the wrong way. Grant me your essences. Just give me 12 more. Didn't even have to deal with all those Hezrus. And all that cats and stuff that were over on the llama side. Piece of cake. I remember seeing this for the first time too. This is pretty awesome. Back in early 2012. Well, that concludes the action. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have any questions about my build, you can respond to the my build post in the Warlock forum. And if you haven't followed me over to Twitch yet, I hope you'll give us a look over there. We're having a lot of fun live streaming every day at Twitch channel Voodu Spice.